38 pounds. Ready to go at a moment's notice.
Gus Fring is facing charges for intending to distribute a controlled substance, specifically methamphetamine, as indicated by his efforts to obtain a substantial amount of blue methamphetamine from Walter White. These actions provide evidence of his involvement in the possession and distribution of the illicit drug.
You would choose your own hours, of course. Come and go as you please. So long as the quota is met.
Gus Fring could face up to 44 years of imprisonment for setting up a laboratory or factory with the sole purpose of producing methamphetamine, even if he did not directly participate in the production process himself. Instead, by hiring Jesse and Walter to carry out the actual manufacturing, he still bears legal responsibility for the operation.
I'm here.
I'll weather this, I always do. My brother's a police chief. I got connections. They'll get me through.
Despite the apparent connection between Juan Bolsa's FBI raid and his cousin's attempt to avenge Tuco's death by killing Hank, I believe that Gus Fring was behind the raid in an attempt to eliminate his competitor and establish himself as the dominant methamphetamine distributor in New Mexico. This indicates that the FBI raid may have been an assassination attempt orchestrated by Fring. Despite not having directly fired the fatal shots, Gus Fring will be charged with second-degree murder due to his involvement with the cartel, which ultimately resulted in the deaths of 2 individuals. The sentences for this charge may be relatively light, but the legal consequences of his involvement with the cartel cannot be overlooked.
You are done. Fired.
The charges against Gus Fring will include battery and kidnapping, as he forcefully took Walter from his home without any resistance. Additionally, Fring made threats to harm Walter's family, including his wife, son, and infant child, unless he ceased his interactions with Jesse Pinkman.
You have no income. Your people up there will not be paid. Your distribution chain collapses. Without us, you have nothing.
The charges against Gus Fring will include first-degree murder and aggravated assault. You may be wondering why aggravated assault, but consider the fact that Walter White and Jesse Pinkman were forced to watch as Fring brutally killed Victor right before their eyes, as a means of demonstrating his ability to do the same to them. This traumatic event left both men with long-lasting emotional scars. Gus Fring's methodical elimination of 10 cartel members through the use of poison will result in 10 counts of premeditated first-degree murder. Given the severity of this crime and the premeditation involved, Fring is likely to face the maximum sentence for each count.
Just one other thing. Is Gustavo Fring your real name?
Is it my real name?
I know you're a
Gus Fring was responsible for providing the Salamanca cousins with Hank's address, which ultimately led to their demise. While Gus may not have physically committed the act, his involvement in the situation played a key role in the tragic outcome. It's widely speculated that Gus made this decision to safeguard Walter and eliminate the Salamanca family.
A crippled little rata. What a reputation to leave behind.
In a clear indication of his vengeful nature, Gus Fring desired Salamanca's demise upon discovering his betrayal. With Salamanca's entire family dead at his hands, Gus sought to take the pleasure of killing Salamanca himself, reveling in the fact that he was the one who murdered his old-time friend. So I will charge him with attempted murder.